viewers, welcome to today's show, A Chat with Alex with Shanpepe, the ForexLadyBoss. And we have our guest today, Kesterimasua. I don't know if I pronounced that name rightly, but I think I did, because at least from that is where that name is from. So he's going to be talking to us about his experience on the Forex market, his experience so far. He's going to be telling us his excitement, his frustrations, because I believe whatever you are doing and you think that I have not experienced any frustration, to me, it's not real. You're going to be telling us your level of excitement, your level of frustration, how you get excited that you get into Forex and all of a sudden you started getting frustrated. Then you just feel, I don't you think this thing is not for me, I should quit. So I'll come back to you, but let me get to the ForexLadyBoss. Let her give us a brief introduction and why you must trade Forex. So over to you. Introduce yourself, then let us know why should we trade Forex.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. Compliment of the season. How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm good. The season of the Christmas, we're fine. But I didn't bring my chicken. Like, where's my chicken?
Don't worry, I will bill your chicken to you.
Okay, no, I trust.
You trust me, right?
I trust.
I'm going to do that.
I trust.
Okay. So we'll go straight to the business of today. And basically what we do is, okay, before I go on, my name again is Shanpepe, the ForexLadyBoss. So I'm a Forex trader, I'm a Forex coach, I'm a Forex trainer, I'm a Forex mentor. So basically what we do is to educate people on how to trade the foreign exchange market. And we'll be talking about Forex today and the need for people to play in this space. And what is Forex, if I may ask? Forex can be professionally abbreviated as FX or FRS. This is basically the short term for foreign exchange. It is the official trading market where one can exchange different currencies around the globe. As many countries are backed by their own banks, this is an industry that allows, people to play in. Wherever you are in the world, you can play in this industry. And this happens, as long as countries remains countries, as long as people travel from one place to the other, Forex still remains, because as long as currencies exchange hands, you're changing naira to dollars, you're changing dollars to pounds, you're changing naira to euros, Forex is taking place. So, and basically, the citizens, use this currency, which is in turn creates an economy. It boosts the economy, because when you exchange currencies from one currency to the other, it actually boosts economy. So the better an economy strives, the stronger that currency can become when anyone travels to another country. So, and for you to participate in this market, all you need to do is to get the first class Forex education, which we provide. That is what we give people. We teach you how to play in this space. We teach you how to navigate the market. And it's so simple. If you're willing to go through the process, the process, it's actually simple, And today again, we'll be having one of our students, Kesterimasua. He has been on this platform for over 3 months now, and he has put himself through the learning process. Actually, Kester is trading the high frequency Forex, because what we do is we trade the high frequency Forex, we trade the traditional Forex, we trade also the digital currencies for people that want to trade cryptos, Bitcoin, the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, just name them. That is what our platform, I Am platform, does. And Kester trades the high frequency Forex. He is teachable and coachable, and he has been going through the process of learning. Yesterday, Kester shocked me when he told me that since he started, I haven't blown my account. And this is what, people on a daily basis keep telling you that I've blown my account. This thing is not working just because they are over leveraging. They don't want to follow discipline. They don't want to discipline their way to success. So it gets frustrated at a point and they'll tell you this doesn't work. This is not for me. But yesterday, he shocked me with that testimonial, and I wanted him to come on board and tell us his experience so far. How has the learning been going? Because we do a lot of mentorship on our platform. We don't allow you like that. We make sure we handhold you, to success, because this is a journey that requires a lot of work. It's a skill set that guarantees financial freedom and stability, like I keep saying. So all you need to do is for you to crack it. If you can crack it, you crush the numbers. You will crush the numbers. Kester, nice having you on the call. Mr.
Thank you very
Alex,
much.
can you take it away?
Mr. Kester,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing?
I'm very good, sir.
Yeah, I can see you are good because your smile tells a lot about how you have been experiencing the market. And well, first of all, let's talk about what attracted you to the forex market.
Okay. I would say that's in okay. I just finished university. I just finished college in 2019, and I've been as a young boy. I've been trying to get something to lay my hand on, and I've been trying to do one or two stuff, and I don't feel it was going too well. Then I'm a follower of Daddy Freaks on
Oh,
Instagram.
oh, oh, oh,
Then
oh.
it one faithful day I just came online. I've been hearing people say Forex doesn't work, and I'm just like, I don't have a belief on that. I just believe whatever works for you. Okay, so that day I heard him talking about it, and in my own opinion, he's this one man. I believe in some of his ideologies in life, like for the fact that he's been real. So he brought up Bookie. So I was like, okay, I think I should try this one out. So I messaged Bookie, and I think she didn't pick. And she directed, or she had a live video chat with the ForexLadyBoss, and she was like, this is her student, that if you want to learn this skill, apply to her. So that was how I picked up the courage. I was like, okay. I messaged her, and immediately she gave me the response I needed. Told me these are the do's and the don'ts. Then I told her, okay, give me, I think 2 weeks, or no, before 2 weeks, I'm going to get back to you. And I think before then, I got the required things I needed for the skill set, and I told her I'm ready.
So
And
so far so good. How has the journey been?
well, I would say it has been awesome. Like, I'm getting to see, like, okay, being tutored by her, I can say that they've handheld me. Like she just said, we started from this. They gave me free signals. Like I could literally say I knew nothing about trading, but I was taking trade and I was winning, like having very few losses. And it's not even called losses; it's called lessons.
Yeah,
Having
yeah,
few
yeah.
lessons, and the
I
the
like.
winnings were more.
You see, let me pause you. I like your spirit. You said it's not called losses; it's called lesson. I think I will take that as I will take that as a quote. It's not called losses; it's called lessons because in every process that you don't have some level of losses at you don't learn from it. But when you were incurring that losses, what was your mindset?
I was like, some of the losses they were from my own ends, like, because from what the coach taught me, many a times I jumped into the markets, I pick a trade without getting a full signal. So I either go in too early or sometimes too late because of I'm scared of taking this trade. I want to make sure like I confirm it, and the trade is already leaving me. So when I take the trade, I incur lesson. I'm like, okay, Kester, this was on you. It's either you were too fast or you were just too slow, like waiting to have double too much confirmations before you take the trade. So that was it.
That means that you did that what most people do is blame the platform, but you took responsibility for your losses. That, oh, maybe I was too slow. Maybe I was too I was too fast forward to take this game. But if I have waited for the time for me to plug into this market, maybe I would have made some money the way I expected. I like, you see, I like your spirit because one, you sound to me like a man who always take responsibility for his actions, and it's what Forex is all about. But first, let me ask you something about. Have you had any frustration that in this period that you were trying to learn the process, how to pick process, you have losses here beside your mindset, oh, I must get it. But what were your frustration most particularly?
Definitely, like there was this time, okay, in the HFX, high frequency forex, like my boss said, you normally whenever you put on your laptop, it gives you like you're starting your trade with 10, it's $10 under a 1 minute. Then because I was new to this system, there were times I just put on like I go into my trading view, I just try to mark out my trade. I'm like, okay, this is going to sell. Immediately I rush into this stuff and I just click on it without checking the time and without checking my amount. And many a times my calculations were wrong. So the trade is now going against me, and I'm over leveraging because
Okay,
with my account I
you
was
were
supposed
over
to.
leveraging. So what was
Yes,
your
with my
loss
account
side?
I was probably
Which loss side were you using?
I was using it. I was using a $10 instead of I was supposed to be using either a
Oh,
$1 or a $2.
okay.
So like my heart starts
So
panting, and once
at
I
some
lose the
point,
trade.
that's what I call greed. You were becoming because you just want to make quick money, so you were becoming greedy to grab the
Yeah,
money at the same time. And at the same
and
time,
I
you were losing
lost the
money.
trade.
Mm-hmm.
When I lose the trade, I got my emotions setting. Like I'm like I was not for I want to make profit now. I just want to have my money back. And in a bit wanting to have my money back, I end up giving the market more. And it
More.
always happened. So I was like, not until my lady boss started having this psychology of trade. She told us how to watch our greed and how to curb it. I
So
was like,
you come your
okay,
level
I'm
of
going
greed,
to
yeah.
start this. So I started working on I started working on myself. Then, but one thing was still remaining. My heart was always panting whenever I take a trade, and my coach then would tell me that it's either I'm over leveraging. That's why my heart is always panting. But even when I don't over leverage, my heart was still panting.
That was
Then,
psychological.
from one of the tutors, he said something that having confidence in your trade is not knowing you are going to win the trade. It's knowing that when you lose this trade, I will still be okay.
Okay.
So like that's what really got to me. Yeah. So when that word got to me, I'm like, okay. So whenever I take any trade now, I'm like, okay, this amount I'm using to stake this thing, if it goes my way, okay. But if it doesn't, I'll be okay with it. And since then, I think I've been taking trade without being scared. And it's been going well. Like she said, I've never blown my accounts. And I think I stopped trading for a while because I went for a program. Then when I came back, I think in 5 days, I grew my $250 accounts to a $333 account.
Wow.
And something happened that same day. Because I was giving myself a 5% target, daily 5% target. When I was having a 333 that day, I was like, it's remaining just the $4. And with my understanding of myself, I noticed I was trading best during midnight, like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I wasn't seeing any trade there. So I just had to sleep. Woke up in the morning. I was forcing the market. Like I just wanted to meet my targets. That was how I lost the trade. I just put the blame on myself because I knew that was not my best time to trade. So I lost my 5% that day. And immediately I lost the 5%. I was like, okay, Kester, I'm done for the day. I stopped trading for that day. The next day I said, okay, I want to make it back. I made my 5%, yes. And I was like, greed setting. I said to myself, okay, since the previous day you did not make your 5%, now is the time for you to make your 5%. Now is the time for you to make the 5% you lost the previous day. And in a bit wanting to make that extra 5%, I lost, I think, about 2% of it. Immediately I lost 2%. I was like, no, I'm done. That's okay. I've seen that it's just 5% that I want to make every day. So that has been it so far.
Now, how will you advise people who just want to come on board, but they are, because of their excitement and their greed have been activated? Because most important thing, I don't know if there was a story of somebody who lost about 100 million naira on trading. I don't know.
Wow.
Hello. I don't know if you
I can
have
hear you,
Yeah.
sir.
I don't know if you have read that story on social media. Somebody lost about 100 million naira, but he wasn't trading. He invested the money. But I think what happened to him was his greed was activated. His greed was activated, so he wanted to make the money quick from the market. But now you are going through a process to understand that in this market, your greatest enemy is greed, not even the network that you want to trade with, not even the forex market. So, how will you advise those who want to come on board, just like you have come on board now, that how they can conquer greed?
For me, I will first tell them first they should keep away from negative energies. Make sure they keep away from negative energies. And for the greed aspect, they should be able to tell themselves, this is the amount I want to make. This is the amount. They should set a limit and keep it to themselves. Like when I say this is the amount, once I make this money today, once I'm able to make, if I'm growing my account by 5% and 5% of my account is $10. Once I make $10 a day, I should be leaving the market. No matter how favorable the market is to me that day. And once I lose $10, I should be leaving the market. So when you set that type of rule for yourself and you work with it, there's definitely going to be no way you blow your account. It will be very difficult for you to blow your account.
So now you are set for the market. Hello?
Yep.
You're set for the market.
Yes, sir.
And you're looking for more exciting moments where you go into the market and make more wins.
Yes.
So let me ask you, what in the next year to come in 2021? So what are your projections? What do you want to see? What position have you looked at yourself to be in the forex market in IML Academy?
I don't know if I really understood your question very much,
Okay.
but for me, I have said to myself that in 2021, okay, like I think yesterday I was telling my boss that I wanted to increase my account, like I wanted to fund my account, so I don't have to be taking 10 trades a day, that I would just have to take 2-3 trades a day and I'm done for the day. And she was like, no, that I don't need to, that I should grow my small account into what I want. So I'm saying myself that in 2021, I should be having at least a 6 digits in my account.
Woo! Let's go.
So besides having how many digits you want to have in your account? So what about mentorship? Do you see yourself coming on board to mentor people who you think maybe your classmates, maybe your those that you put graduate together and bringing them on board, that you mentor them to understand the process of forex?
Definitely, I have that in mind because this same stuff, I think I told her about it yesterday, that I haven't told my friends about Forex or anything because I want to be the leader with I should have a result at hand. That was what she was like. I don't need to have a result, that I just need to start telling people because I know it works already. I was still battling and telling her, no, I want to have my result because definitely once I have my results, I'm going to spread the news, like I'm going to blow it everywhere.
Oh,
like
you're already having your results. So why can't you start telling people about forex market, how it has been working for you? You see, now at the comfort of your home, you can sit down and make your money. And there are some of your friends out there who's going submitting CV to one point or the other, sweating under the sun, trying to look for who will give them attention they don't have. Don't you think it's time for you to start being an evangelist of forex? Let them know, oh, this thing works. Then let me bring you up.
Definitely, sir.
Okay. So I'll get back to you. Let me get back to the lady forex boss herself, the Shanpepe herself. So, hello, Shanpepe.
Yes, Mr. Alex, I can
So
hear you.
you've heard your students.
I'm super, super excited. I'm
Okay.
super, super excited about what Kester is doing. This is a student that doesn't allow me sleep.
Okay.
He will chat you from morning till night. If Kester starts chatting you here, asking you about chat and all of that, I had to say, okay, Mr. Femi has to mentor you. I gave him like 2 mentors. With me making 3 mentors. You know, he keeps asking questions. He wanted to learn. He went all out for it. He went all out to it. I'm not surprised about the results he's talking about. I'm not surprised. And he's a newbie in this architecture. So this is an architecture that will tell people, if you can give yourself time to learn this thing, it's a skill set. You don't expect to come today and become a guru in the forex market. It doesn't work like that. This is a market that has 6.6 trillion US dollar market on a daily transaction. This is where the banks play, the hedge fund managers. You know, we have the high net worth individuals. They play in this market. So it's not a market that you expect to come and just overnight and you start making wonders. You must know how the market works. I'm super excited about Kester. We have a lot of them like that are young people and are ready to fly and are ready to win. Like I told him when he came on board, I said, you must master your emotions. You must put your emotions in check. You know, one thing is this, most times when people lose trades, you know, in the HFS, in the high frequency forex, we don't say lose. We don't say somebody lost a trade. We say lesson. You took a
I
lesson
think
from that trade.
that's what he said. He said because
Yes.
one thing I like about his attitude is that he take responsibilities for every action that have happened throughout this process. He never see it, oh, it is because you didn't teach him, or there are some things you were withholding from him, or because of the platform wasn't working. But he always know, oh, maybe if I have done this would have been my result. I like his spirit on that. But now let me ask you something. When he was always chatting you up and all the rest of the thing, were you willing, or you see him as somebody that, oh, despite all of this thing, he's somebody that I can actually pull through and I know he will come out strong.
I liked the fact that he wanted to know. He kept asking questions. He kept asking questions. When you see people ask questions like that, they are inquisitive. You know that this person is going to be a good trader, is going to be a better trader, because everything Kester sees, he asks. You say, okay, how do I do this? I did this. I think I made a mistake here. I think this is where the mistake came in. You know, he kept on asking. Even yesterday, he was still chatting me. And I told him, if I can grow a $21 account to $269 in less than 10 days, I don't see any reason why
Why you
you're
can?
increasing account. Don't increase your account. Grow it. Grow your account. The joy is in growing of account, not funding and blowing your account. So I spoke to him yesterday and I told him, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't increase, don't add to your account. All you need to do is to grow your account. January, the market is going to be very sweet because, like I told them, in December, you trade less, you study more, because of most people are pulling out from the market to come back in January. So the volatility in the market is not very high. So all you need to do, study more, trade less. And this academy works 110%. If you don't put in the work, you don't expect magic to happen. We have the best academy in the whole world. I am is a very sweet academy which educates us. If you can be patient with the learning process. If you're willing to go through the learning process, the whole thing will be easier for you, because we are here to handhold people and we don't leave our students alone. We handhold them. We make sure everybody wins, because the aim of this thing is for everybody to win, and it's a skill set. You don't go to learn how to sew and start sewing the first
The
month.
first day you went
You
there.
the process of learning. So it's for only people that are teachable and coachable, people that are open to learning. I was having a discussion with somebody yesterday, and the guy said, I've been trading for years, with no results and all of that. I know this, I know that. All I said to him was, are you willing to unlearn what you've learned? Can you be teachable and coachable? Let us handhold you, and show you how this thing works. Forex works 110%. Let no man sell you a lie. Let no man sell you a lie. If you're willing to put in the work, willing to do the right thing.
Lady B, before we go, because there is an information circulating right now about the MBA Forex. I know we talked about it here before now, the MBA Forex and how it works and everything. There's a misconception that, these people means that Forex doesn't work. They don't understand the position of MBA Forex and the Forex market itself. Please, can you clarify that?
Like the MBA Forex, all I'll have to say on this issue is this. The MBA Forex, you invest in the MBA Forex to give you returns. They give you percentages, monthly, or I think 3 months or 6 months, thereabout, they give you percentages. So according to them, they trade the monies for people. But like I tell people, if somebody is trading and giving you that percentage, why can't you learn how to trade yourself? So I don't want to go into that because I don't know what happened along the line. I don't know how it got messy, that people started coming online saying they can't access their funds. So I can't go into that. But all we are saying is this: what anyone can do, everyone can do. You can learn this skill set and take charge of your finances yourself. Instead of the forex market is a market that has a high volatility. So most times, if you give somebody to trade for you, it doesn't go well because you hear some people telling you, I'll give you 20% monthly. Even the banks in a year, they don't give them up to 5%. So why am I giving you my money to trade and you're giving me 20%, 30%, or 50% monthly? It now looks as if it's MMM. It's not real. It's too good to be true. Because if you're trading in this forex market, you know that there are some days that you will not be able to meet your target because maybe the market is behaving funny. You have a lot of news. The market is not stable. So, and whenever the market is not stable, you don't force the market to come your way. So where do they make up those monies to complete and pay you monthly? Where do they make up the money?
So let me bring Madam Comfort on board. She has been around, so she has listened to all our conversation, and let me ask her for advice for the younger people, somebody like Kesterimasua, who is trying to come on board because she's an older person. Hello, Madam Comfort. Hello, madam. Can you hear me, please? Okay. So, you've listened to all our discussion, our conversation. So, what advice will you give to Kester? Just graduated, and he felt, I have to fend for myself. I have to struggle out for myself. But forest is my route that I want to take. So, what is your advice for those who are coming on board?
I think mommy's audio is not on.
Yeah, it's off. She's not on. Anyway, so as we round up,
Hello?
Okay.
I think you can hear me now.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, my advice is that just as, from his own discussion on this presentation now, I can see the commitment, the discipline, the readiness to learn in him. And I think that that is what all other people, young, whether young or old, needs to, they need to come up with that type of attitude that in this Forex trading, you have to be disciplined, you must be ready to learn, and you need to follow all the rules. And I feel if that is done, I mean, the sky is the limit in terms of success for whosoever. I was very impressed from what he said, and even what his mentor said, how he's willing to learn. He keeps coming up with questions, and and that's how it could be. That quest, that zeal to learn more, to know the rules correctly, is the best way to go. And once there is discipline, coming on board with the right psychology that this is not a get-rich game, it's not a gambling of a thing. We have to progressively grow. I feel that's the best way to go, and that's the best way to go for everyone. And that is what has kept even us in the market here. So this is my advice for other younger people and even older people too. There's no two ways to succeeding in this business.
Thank you very much, man, for sharing your insight with us. Kester.
Yes, I can hear you.
So before we go, so what is your advice to those that you think that you don't have a job, it's not an excuse for you to survive? There are platforms like Forex that you can use to survive and not just keep your body and soul, live a meaningful life.
Okay, in my own opinion, I would say that for the youth that will say Nigeria, that there are no jobs, but I'll say there are 1,000,001 jobs outside that we can even do from the comfort of our house, which is something like Forex now. Some of us will say that we are not, the only issue we have is that we are not willing to pay the price, because some of them, when you tell them, okay, this is what it takes to learn it, they're like, no, but we end up spending such amounts outside doing things that are not worth it. But this is a skill set that when we learn, you're definitely going to enjoy it for a lifetime. I give you, for instance, before I started learning Forex, I've learned a couple of, I think, 2 trades. I've learned hairstyling and one other stuff. But when I finished it, I paid these stuffs, I paid for them with my money. And my boss told me it's going to take me nothing less than 1 year to learn it. So, like when I started with Forex, the lady boss told me something that it's not a get-rich scheme, that I should give myself time, that it's definitely going to take me time before I start earning, that I should know that at the back of my mind. So I told myself that, give or take, I'm not expecting to start withdrawing or making money in 6 months' time, that I'm going to give the same way I learned other handwork, giving myself 1 year, that I'm still going to give myself, okay, this is the minimum time that, okay, 1 year, I need to take like 1 year still learning it before I start expecting big returns or whatever. So that's the advice I have for every other person that wants to go into Forex. When you go into it, don't just expect to start making money. Give yourself to the learning first. Shanpepe will say that it's like a school. A lot of us went to universities, that for 4 years you were studying medicine and you were buying stuffs, you were buying books, paying for materials and co. And now you jump into Forex, and within 1 month you expect to graduate from it. That it's not done. So we should just learn to give the same preference to it. Thank you very much, sir.
So it's not having you on the program. So, Lady B.
Yes.
Your final word on the program.
Yeah, I'm blown away by Imasua today. I'm blown away. You know, when you have a mentee that is willing to learn, that is willing to go all out. You know, when people say it doesn't work, you know, they say results silences every argument. So when you have people that, you know, are coming up with results, you know, if there's this feeling that you know that you have, you know, with this feeling, you just feel like, okay, there's something I'm doing right, I'm on the right track, you know, and you want to do more. So, and to everyone out there listening to us, Forex is not a scam, it's not an illegitimate business, it's not a get rich quick business, but it is a get rich for sure. And I Am Academy, we take you step by step, to make you win in this space, to show you everything you need to know about the forex market and to make you win. Even the digital currencies, the Bitcoin, we all trade them in I Am Academy. So to everyone out there, I just want to encourage you that this is a skill set that guarantees financial stability and freedom. So you and I cannot afford to sit on the fence. Let's all get started. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex.
Thank you very much. So our viewers out there, you see, you have heard testimonies from this program. You see, if you could go to the university, spend 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, it depends on your course, trying to get through a process. And even that process does not even guarantees that when you go out of it, that you're going to have a job or you're going to have the financial freedom. But Forex, I promise you that if you are able to, or you are willing to go through this process, you're going to enjoy financial freedom. I think it's a risk worth taking. It's like sorry, I'm using the word risk. It's an opportunity worth taking, because if you go through a process that you are sure that at the end of the day, this is going to be my outcome, because many of us are graduating from the university on daily basis. On every, I think if I'm correct, Nigeria by NYC we graduated. We are passing out thousands of people into the labor markets, but they are not sure of where they are going. So you have to take out your time to learn the process, to attach yourself into the forex market so that you can enjoy the financial freedom you have always dreamed of. Thank you, Mr. Kesterimasua, for sharing your thoughts with us, and the Lady Boss. And lastly, Madam Comfort, thank you for always being there, because you have been the mother hub of all this forex education. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us. So I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful time and have a wonderful New Year celebration. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.